Hey everybody, I am back continuing the reaction to Destiny 2. We're on the final arc, which is the Lightfall portion. We're going to be doing this in parts. Probably going to take at least maybe 3 or 4 parts, but we'll see. But before we continue, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and let me know what you guys think of Destiny 2, and what is your favorite story arc. Get everything ready, and let's hop right into it.
The witness, the malefactor of our first collapse, is at our doorstep. Once thought to be a force known as the Darkness, the witness revealed itself to be an entity that instead wields the darkness against us. It spoke through our ghosts and offered us salvation if we submitted to it. We refused. Though we do not know its true intentions, we can only assume it seeks to finish what it started during our collapse. Our resolve was tested when Savathun, Hive Goddess of Trickery, disguised herself as one of our foremost guardians, Osiris. She gained access to our secrets, but in turn, Osiris gained access to hers. Savathun had rebelled against the witness and hid what might be our only chance of defeating it away on the planet Neptune. Now, former Cabal Emperor Callus and his loyalist warships have joined the witness's advance on Earth. But we found an unexpected ally in Callus's daughter, Empress Keitel, and Mithrax, the Elixni leader of the House of Light. Together, we have united against our common enemy. In an unprecedented move, the Traveler left Earth to confront the Witness head-on. This conflict was set in motion long before we existed. But we will bring it to an end, one way or another.
There are too many of them! They're everywhere!
Vanguard to all units. Keep the enemy away from the Traveler. At all cost.
Unity!
What is that? The witness.
Whatever that thing is, we gotta take it down.
in that movie Ghost Ship where that wire cut everybody in half? That's how the witness seems like he did that. It's like a slice. Funny how you never see that sense.
You know what must be done.
They found the veil.
We're in no position to engage the enemy.
We don't have a choice. We're out of time.
Osiris. He doesn't have any life to spare.
Nimba! On your face!
Hey! I had that one!
You work fast.
We don't like to waste time.
Oh, good. There isn't a moment to lose.
We regroup at the watchtower.
You don't understand. We've got to get to the Veil.
I understand what's at stake, Lightbearer. Far better than you. Not all of us have lives to spare. Matches my inner beauty. And what beauty! Delicious power. I should be grateful that such power has come to live in me. This calls for a toast, does it not? My witness.
Progress.
The veil is before us.
Yet still outside your grasp.
My forces are locating it as we speak. The Neptunians won't pose much of a threat with their tawdry technology.
The final shape awaits. The veil is but the next step. You have all you wanted, Emperor.
I am glorious! Thanks to you, my witness. Find the veil so I can move on from this drudgery!
Guardian, I don't... This doesn't feel right.
The Veil?
It's worse than before. Much worse.
My witness.
Progress.
We have captured the Veil. Well, the area around the Veil. It is entombed, so it will take some time to break through and link the relay. Add to that the enemy presence.
Yes. We know they are here. A few of Soul's protectors cannot prevent fate. You will link the radio mast and see the Veil destroyed. The final shape rests upon it.
Indeed, my witness.
That was familiar. Only much stronger this time. I feel sick. Like I shouldn't be here.
We're in this together. Osiris and Nimbus need to hear about this.
Don't be fooled by his act. The callous you face is no almighty emperor, but something far more dangerous. A hungry, desperate beast. Once the Cabal Empire and all its bounty was his to command and his to consume. Joy was his purpose and his strength, he said. To angst over edicts and enemies was weakness, but I could see in his eyes dread that his pleasures would soon come to an end, clouding his sight from an incoming coup. I should have killed him then, but I thought exile more fitting. I thought he'd shrivel to nothing in the void of space. Instead, he caught a glimpse of something more. The chance to become greater than he'd ever been. Like a war beast after a blood scent, he chased that chance, abandoning all honor, reason. There was nothing he would not sacrifice for his own salvation. And when the witness came to him at last, Callus faced what he had run from all along. If we don't stop him, he'll make sure it's the end for us all.
Causal superposition? Like magnetic poles.
You've been busy. Well?
For so long, we saw dark and light as antagonists. We believed we were the champions of the good because we wielded the light. If these are not moral forces, if they are not opposites, what are they? At its root, the Traveler is a terraformer, a gardener. It generates natural life, physical transformation at a molecular scale across whole planets. This should have been our first hint. The domain of the light is the domain of the physical. The darkness then is revealed in many facets. Dreams and nightmares, emotions, pain, memory. The nature of Strand confirms this line of thinking. Darkness is something entirely apart from light. A paracausal union, conjoining intangible conscious realities, discursively linking to...
You're talking about the River of Souls.
River?
Yeah, it's a story we tell kids on Neptune.
A nursery rhyme.
Sort of.
Since before history, there's been this raging river. In the story, some try to divert the river, others try to build a dam, but nothing stops it. Lots of people have believed that we either sink in the water or learn to swim.
Don't we?
See, that's the real wild part. We are the river.
And empowered by it, it would seem.
You know, I think I know of a place where we can find some of that power.
What is this attraction? Sagira, could you run some scans? Oh, right.
Am I interrupting?
Rohan, I've been pondering the Veil's paracausal effects on ghosts. I know I haven't been the easiest guest in your city.
Pain is not a hindrance. It simply reminds us we're still breathing. Still fighting. They're going to attempt a leap. We have to stop them.
My witness, there have been complications. Our hold over the Veil has been temporarily loosened.
You fear loss, Emperor. Your fear brings you pain. We know pain. Our purpose is its end. You have no purpose. Because you fear to seek one. That fear is your failure.
My failure? My failure? I have fed this force with vicious subjugation, battered down the gates of our enemies, and seized our glittering prize. Why? Because I wanted it. You hold the universe in your grasp, and all you can think of to do with it is...
Secure the Veil. We will create the link.
Infinite apologies. The Veil is yours. It will be done.
Not much gold. This gold shouldn't be worth a penny.
Systems are late. With 80% of defenses now operational. I'm full of fury, she's got an army, and you got magic green strings. Let's crush this Callus guy.
We aren't ready for Callus. We don't even understand this erratic power at a foundational level.
It's time we figure it out. Keitel, we'll need your troops. Nimbus, charge up as many of the remaining turrets as you can, while Osiris helps me to untangle this strand.
When we think about controlling something powerful, it's easy to assume it takes strength. Determination. A force of will. But what I've learned is that we cannot control every facet of nature. Instead of tightening our grip, we must open our palms.
It's kind of weird that
Accepting
these
the
silver
ebb
dudes wearing basically heals.
And the flow. Letting go in the face of grief. In all its shapes. Through failure. Through loss. We can overcome the impossible.
No more running away. Rest now.
Well, the uglier they are, the harder they fall, right? No? Come on.
We finally found you.
Get your ghost!
What's wrong, Osiris?
Get your ghost out of there!
Finality takes shape.
It's creating the link!
At long last.
Destroy it!
What just happened?
We just lost.
Zavala. Come in.
The universe makes us all victim and perpetrator. That's infinite cruelty. You, more than any, suffer both fates. Be free.
May this transmission reach you, wherever you find yourself. The scepter will rest true in the hands of its wielder, but a message comes with no such guarantee. In the aftermath of the Witness's attack, the Vanguard called for aid. On behalf of the awoken people, I answered. We now face a war on two fronts. One on the far reaches of the system, and the other at your home, Earth. Continue your fight against the voice in the darkness. I will assist as best I can in your absence. But even my powers have their limits. Return when you are able. Your people need their heroes.
Hello, Guardian. Good to see you again. Wish it were under better circumstances. I don't believe we've met. Devrim K. Velasque.
Velasque, I am Mithrax, Kell of the House of Light.
I'd heard the Vanguard had Elixni allies in the city. Good to have you here.
Yes, many have come to the Vanguard's aid. Mara Kell is using her light to protect us.
Kel, there is no need for honorifics. And my power is not of the light.
Afraid we must cut the pleasantries short. In the aftermath of the attack on the Traveler, the Shadow Legion has begun taking captives to the pyramids.
Amanda Holiday is... We cannot reach her on any frequency.
Holiday is out there. Of that I'm certain. I'll continue scanning the comms. Knowing her, she's up to something. The only question is what precisely. Give me a moment to prepare the LZ, and I'll brief you. Until then.
Together, we will save the captives, and Amanda. The light provides.
You will need more than the light to stand against the witness. But I can provide. Now go, and I will focus on the battles to come.
All right, Guardian. I'll keep it brief. The witness took a swing at the Traveler, and when we tried to intervene, our pilots went down. Amanda Holiday among them. The survivors, what there were of them, went to ground near Trussland and Old Russia. Now the damned Shadow Legion is picking through the wreckage and capturing prisoners. We're running rescue ops in the EDZ now. Crow has gone ahead to scout the defenses. He's reporting the Pyramid outpost is utterly impenetrable. Fortunately, the Queen is on our side. Mara is imbuing you with otherworldly power. Awoken magics and all that. I'm not sure how it works myself, but if she believes you can make it through, I'm not about to disagree. I'm glad you're here, Guardian. I'll see you in the field.
Repeat emergency transmission. This is Amanda Holiday. My ship was disabled during combat and I was forced down in the EDZ. While I was waiting for evac, I saw a Shadow Legion patrol leading a group of captives to a pyramid. I'm sneaking into the facility with the prisoners. I'll bring my comms along as a beacon. Whoever hears this, tell the Guardian to gear up and follow my signal. I'll be waiting. Repeat emergency transmission. Hey, Devram. Good to hear you too. I was starting to worry I'd snuck in here for nothing.
There she is. I'm so glad to hear your voice. Quite clever of you. A bit risky, though. Can't say I condone it.
Risky? Ain't you the fella who once ran a Cabal blockade just for fresh eggs?
Guilty as charged. Just hold tight, my dear. Reinforcements are on their way. Where in the facility are you, Amanda?
I'm in the cell block with the prisoners. The Guardian can follow my comm signal right to us.
They've hit a bit of a roadblock at the moment, but fear not, they're en route.
We will breach the pyramid not through its walls, but through the very fabric of reality. Harness my power and enter the Ascendant Plane.
I must admit, I had several good ideas for this jailbreak, but traversing an alternate reality was not among them.
Guardian's doing what now? I swear, the longer I know y'all, the stranger things get.
Stranger still, now that the witness has arrived.
Whatever you did out there must have worked, Guardian. You got base security chasing their tails. Looks like they're deploying some heavy firepower to stop you, though.
There's something up ahead. It's bringing back a memory, or Aldrin's memory, I guess. A familiar voice. Be careful, Guardian. I tested the perimeter of that pyramid for hours, but couldn't find any entry points. And now the Guardian just walks in?
It depends on one's point of view. The walls of the prison may be impenetrable, but the walls between worlds are not.
You never did have much respect for boundaries, did you?
Extraction confirmed. The hostages are on their way back to the farm. Good work, everyone.
Guardian, my ship's nearby, but she took a beating. I could use your help getting her out of here.
I sensed your triumph through the choke of the pyramid's suppression. With the scepter in hand, you were able to move through the depths of the Ascendant Plane. It is as I hoped. Your light sings with the incantations I send forth, strengthening you in ways not seen since the Seven Paladins. Since the Queen's Guard. Powerful as I am, I cannot be everywhere at once. But the Guardians can. So, I entrust you with my favor. Take it. Breach the Ascendant Plane. Walk the ley lines within, and banish those who would oppose you. I do not ask for fealty in return, I would not kneel in your place, as favor with condition remains a shackle. No. Claim this power freely, as your strength serves my kingdom and your own. Let it flow through you, Queen's Guard, and I shall knight you myself. When the last city called for aid, I pledged the Awoken to the cause without hesitation. The Vanguard has helped my people many times in the past. But what you face now is no simple, endless curse or vengeful God King. We Awoken were first struck when we came between the Traveler and its hunter, and I chose my people above either one. The choice has come again, and my answer is no different. I do not blindly defend the light, and I do not listen to the voice in the darkness. Instead, I choose that which holds light and dark together in hands and heart. I choose you. Now,
Okay, Ash
humans,
Ketchum.
exos, cousins all, detach. Fall forward. Number among the first. Awaken. As Queen's Guard.
Amanda, I need to talk to you.
What? Before it's too late?
Yes.
Crow, don't.
I thought I'd lost you.
Don't talk to me like that. Look, I know you're sorry. I know it wasn't really you. I want to forgive you. I really do. I tried to pull Crow and Aldrin Sov apart.
I tried to, but it wasn't right.
I wish I could see you another way, but I don't. I can't. Not yet.
Tell me what to do and I'll do it.
It's not like that. I know it ain't fair to you. And maybe I'll feel different someday. But not now.
I understand.
There's tough times ahead of us. We gotta work together. It's like y'all's ghosts always say. Eyes up, Guardian. Hey, Guardian. Been meaning to thank you for busting us all out of prison earlier. I heard you came back from Neptune just to help us out. It's near enough to make a girl tear up. You want to know what really got to me? At the farm, I heard some of the folks I was locked up with asking when they could get back out and look for more survivors. I mean, I expected from Guardians and the other pilots, but these were civvies, just folks who got caught up in the Shadow Legion sweep. They still wanted to help. I asked Mithrax to talk some sense into him, but he shrugged like three of his arms and said, "The witness created heroes instead of victims." I couldn't have said it better myself. Anyway, Shadow Legion's been sighted in the Cosmodrome, probably trying to pick up new prisoners. Come on. Let's go be heroes. This is the first time the Cabal have deployed in the Cosmodrome since Keitel went after the Hive. I wonder what changed.
The Shadow Legion are not the Cabal we are used to. We must not assume their strategies or tactics. They do not fight for honor or glory. They fight only for the witness.
I thought the Cosmodrome was dreary enough, but compared to this, it looks positively cheerful.
That's saying a lot for someone who hangs out at the EDZ.
Oh, I don't know. Trostland has a certain old-world charm to it.
We need to get you out more, Devram. After all this is over, how about I take you for a joyride? We'll see the sights.
Good idea. I'll bring Mark. We'll make a double date.
I'm grateful we got the Guardian for missions like these, but sometimes I wish I could take care of it myself.
I can't tell you how many times I've looked out of my belfry and wished I could leap into the front lines. But we don't get to choose who becomes a light bearer.
Same as it ever was. Sometimes it just gets my goat. That's all.
Shadow Legion taking human prisoners reminds me of your dark age. Many of our houses placed bounties on your heads. Mercenaries bought ether with the armor they took from captured light bearers.
I know. Spider had quite the collection. When I asked him about it, he told me it was antique.
A clever way to say it belonged to Tanix before it belonged to him.
Hello, Guardian. Though I suppose I should hail you as a fellow Queensguard now. When Mara performed her ritual, she knighted all of us, with and without the light. You Lightbearers are the only ones who can draw on her power, of course. But for the rest of us, like Ms. Holiday and Mr. Mithrax, it's nice to be included. Sir Devram Kay, Queensguard. Quite like the sound of that. I think when the witness did...
You know, there is like a, not promotion, but like, I remember watching videos where somebody was promoting this thing where you can buy like a plot or a tree or something like that in Ireland. And if you do, you get like some kind of certification where you'll be essentially like regarded as like a lord or a lady. And I always thought about doing something like that so I can be known officially as like a lord. I don't know if it was in Ireland or some other place. Excuse me. But they always linger in my brain as, you know, nice to just do. It's kind of like buying it's not like buying like a star with a certificate and oh, that's my star. But no, this is actually a place you can actually at some point visit. But some kind of, you know, like a plot, and you can just like become like an official lord or a lady. It's always fun. I've always been interested in doing something like that at some point in the future.
Whatever it did to the Traveler, it sought to destroy our hope at the source. That didn't happen. Humans and Elixni, officers and civilians, we banded together, stronger than before. That's what our enemies don't understand. When things are at their worst,
easy. I feel
that's
like I'm
when
cheating
we
if I
are at
do
our
something like that,
best.
though.
I'm looking forward to the battles ahead.
Devram, I had heard of you before our first meeting.
Oh? Good things, I hope.
There is much good, but you were feared as well.
If my reputation is for keeping the people of the EDZ safe, then I don't regret it. But I hope we can work alongside one another now.
We have one life, and our lives are not for us alone. Mine is for my daughter, and my house. Yours is for your partner and your people. We share much.
Outside the city, we can't always depend on the Guardians. But the Traveler has been somewhat inscrutable.
I once believed that the Great Machine had brought the light to Reese and to the Guardians because they were worthy of it. Then I questioned this understanding. My belief became hollow. I felt a great loss. But I have found new purpose. There is worth in our actions and in our spirit. It is in how we use our one life. We must let that be our light.
Our people protect one another and do what they must to ensure their safety. Now we can do so for each other, human and Elixni.
Yes. I do not know the Great Machine's will, but the light provides.
It does.
It does.
Hail, Queensguard. I felt you reaching out. You shine as a beacon of ascendant power. Maintaining my connection is demanding, but by observing your astral wake, I am discovering ways through the ley lines that have never been charted before. As you move through the ascendant plane, you consecrate it on a paracausal level. Its borders fray and yield to your touch. The corruption within withers as you approach. For someone of your ability, one step through that darkness can equal 1,000 on this plane, 10,000, 10 million. A Shadow Legion prison ship drifts above us amidst the stars, far beyond our range. Or so they believe. Come to me and I shall open a path. Show them. Nothing is outside your reach.
The Witness transferred a bunch of captives to a prison ship in near orbit.
It believes they are unreachable to us.
Huh. Maybe it ain't so smart after all.
The Shadow Legion believe the vacuum of space will prevent our infiltration.
I bet they've got everyone on anti-air defenses, looking out for dropships. Last thing they'll expect is the Guardian popping out of a wall, guns blazing.
Our coalition makes even the miraculous possible.
I've never seen anyone get that high up without a ship before. Hope the Guardian doesn't get vertigo.
The thought of jumping those chasms puts me right off. My belfry is plenty high enough, thank you.
Didn't you used to be a paratrooper, Devrim?
I was, and I'm not keen to repeat the experience.
This witness. I recall so many whirlwind tales of devastation, of ruin. The darkness closes on us.
I would have thought your time among the Awoken taught you better. You have allies in the dark, Cal of Light. Do not fear.
Hey, Guardian. We were just grabbing a little downtime. Gotta celebrate your successes, you know?
Okay, Rogue.
Amanda told me we must not forget to kick it back. We have accomplished much and saved many lives.
That's right. There's no I in team, but there is an A and an M. Please don't tell folks I said that. But yeah, we're a team. Any door I can't hack open, you splice through. We are in this together.
It is a privilege to join you. You and the Vanguard welcomed us as honored guests in your city.
Guests? The city is your home. When I first showed up at the gates, I felt like I belonged. And that's how it should be for everyone.
I had thought you were born there.
Nope. I got there later. Same as you.
Amanda, you know our story, but I would very much like to hear yours.
I grew up on the road. Long as I could remember, my family had been walking toward the last city. My mama told me we'd be safe there. She said that was all that mattered. But at the time, all that mattered to me were the jump ships in the sky above. I thought they were the greatest thing I'd ever seen. My folks tried their best, but the road's a dangerous place. When the House of Winter attacked, my mama fought them off best she could. Even killed a captain before they shot her. Pneumonia got my daddy not long after. I'd heard tales of people resurrected, chosen for immortality. But not them. They were just gone. When I finally reached the last city, I knew my mama was right. I'd be safe there.
You know, I never bothered mentioning this before, but I really love like the sketch artwork when they do these flashbacks of these tales and stuff like that. I really do. I think that's a great artistic choice.
I was finally home. I learned to fly as soon as I could reach the stick. I never had powers like the Guardians or a ghost to resurrect me. But in the cockpit, I'm every inch as tough. Now, every time I fly, I remember where I came from and who I'm fighting for. And that's all that matters.
Thank you, Amanda. For your story and your spirit.
Yeah, well... we've come a long way, huh?
Yes, we have.
Hell of a time on that Shadow Legion ship, wasn't it? Of course, I joined for other reasons, too. When you heard the story, I needed a home, a family, someplace to belong, just like Mithrax. He's amazing to work with. He's always so gentle around the tower. I forget he's an Elixni war captain. But man, I learned quick when we started tackling those prison transports. And once, he got jumped by 2 legionaries, and when I turned to help, he just shouted, "You need not waste your shells!" Man, he's a tough old bastard, and I absolutely love it. Bringing the fight to them for a change? That's the kind of thing I joined the Vanguard for. He's the best patrol partner I've had in years. But I gotta keep our comms closed. Last week, Devrim heard me call him Crawdaddy. Nearly laughed himself unconscious.
Mithrax, Cal.
Aramis, I have nothing to say to you. I spared your life and you used it to return to your hate and violence.
I will not thank you for your mercy, or ask for your forgiveness. But I am not your enemy.
You spoke this way before. Ido believed your lies then. I will not do so now.
I saved your daughter's life. I know she is the future of the Elixni. But the machine spawn will never allow us that future. Again and again they cut us down. When we seek to unify our houses, when we seek power for ourselves, they will never see you as their equal.
And you believe that we are equals? You bow to the weakness and a god of the hive.
We are the leaders of our people, and we must find power where we can. You did the same when you chose to live amongst those who have slaughtered us for centuries.
I have ended that violence.
It has not ended. You just live behind our enemy's walls. Your house relies on hope as much as mine does. I want us to be free, to be gentle and care for each other. I want us to be weavers and dancers again. That is why you did not kill me, because you want this as well. But until we control our own future, the Elixni will never be these things again.
Rally up, Guardian. I won't say we got the Shadow Legion on the ropes just yet, but we're making progress. I meant to ask, how you handling all this Queen's Guard stuff? Only thing that's changed for me is that Crow bowed and asked if he should call me Lady Amanda of Holiday. I told him to call me whatever he wants. I'm just glad he's finally recognizing my natural authority. Anyway, I like how things have been shaking out lately. Tearing through magic planes to bust into a Shadow Legion ship uninvited. That's the kind of entrance Cade would have liked. Enough talk. Let's get back out there.
Guardian, I'm glad I caught you. Mithrax and Amanda are out on patrol and called for a touch of backup. Seems they picked up another distress signal, and the outpost is absolutely crawling with Shadow Legion. I was surprised they called it in. Makes me think the odds are worse than they're letting on. Usually those two can take care of themselves. I'm sending you their signal now. Head over and back them up, won't you?
Our scanners picked up a distress signal coming from a prison facility in the EDZ. We reckon it's a new bunch of captives. Mithrax and I are fixing to break them out.
I can splice the base security, but we will need a route for escape.
That's where you come in, Guardian.
Clear all opposition, that we may lead the prisoners to safety. And do not engage your Sparrow. The signal will alert our enemies.
Everyone solid? Then let's go get our people back.
Guardian, kick down their front door while we slip in the back. Meet you inside.
Mithrax, I must speak with haste. Turn back now. This is not a fight you can win.
You cannot share fear with us, Aramis, for the light provides.
Leave these captives and live to see your great machine again. Pursue this quest, and you will die.
Mithrax?
The ship stealer is allied with the voice in the darkness.
But she does not speak lies. Perhaps there is something here we do not yet see.
There's always something. I'm not leaving our people behind, no matter what.
And I am with you.
I think I found us an LZ, Guardian. We're going in through the roof.
This was not the plan, Amanda Holiday. Are you certain the ship will fit?
Only one way to find out.
Spider hated when I did things like this. Now, I see why.
And we're in. Next round's on you, Mithrax. Ooh, glad we called you in for this one. We'd have been goners without you.
I have located the prisoners. We are nearly ready for extraction.
Gotcha. As soon as the Guardian secures the hatch, we'll get everyone the hell out of here.
I'm here. In position.
I have located the prisoners. Come with me. Quickly.
It's gone into lockdown.
We're trapped.
I'm on it.
Sound like Ash from Overwatch. Bob's ready.
Come on.
Go. Now. We are through. The hatch leads outside. We are safe.
That's all that matters.
Where's Amanda?
Amanda, come in. Amanda. Are you there?
Devotion, bravery, sacrifice. Devotion, bravery, sacrifice.
Guardian, Zavala grieves, and Mithrax is recovering in the infirmary. How do you want to proceed?
We have to regroup. Bury Amanda. And put her killers in the ground.
They'll be expecting you.
Good.
Think with your head, not your heart. Grief is poor counsel.
And yours is better? Make arrangements for Amanda. The Guardian and I will handle it from here.
If that's your wish.
It is. I know you want it too. Vengeance. You'll be the first to know when it's time.
I have lived for centuries upon centuries, Guardian. Though death has not lost its sting, it is a ritual whose movements are familiar to me. it has become easier to bear. But seeing loss twist the faces of those around me, Zavala, my brother, that is not. Amanda's absence will be felt deeply by those of us who knew her. Despair will be at our side where a friend once stood. So while it does not lighten the burden, let us hold this pain together. And when you lift your eyes, may you look only upon kind faces. I need to focus on the Queen's Guard now. When the time comes to strike back, we must all be strong. As strong as Amanda Holliday.
I have known grief and loss. But Amanda did not have to die. If I had listened to Aramis's warning...
Far more would have died. Amanda knew this, as did you. You were not her protector.
I know that this is true. But this loss... it is my failure.
No, Ms. Raxkel. You dishonor Holiday's memory.
No, I mean no dishonor. She sacrificed herself so that I could live. It is a great guilt.
Her death was no sacrifice. Holiday died for her own convictions, not ours.
Amanda could not be counseled otherwise, nor would she have been. This was her choice, and we must remember it with respect.
Her death brings an emptiness. Commander Zavala, the Crow, they feel her loss greatly.
Holiday did not die for your grief.
The Empress is indelicate. That is her grief. And this is mine. As leaders, we feel loss too often. I will not tell you not to mourn. Bear your sorrow, Mizrax. But set aside your guilt. Let her memory inspire. Let her conviction light our way.
Well said, Queen of the Awoken. Cabal carve our tusks with our victories, and they are recounted at our funeral rites. Holiday's victories will be remembered always.
Guardian. I woke up this morning and looked out across the grey mists of Trostland, and I've got to tell you, my heart just wasn't in it. I didn't want justice or revenge. It wouldn't bring her back. I felt tired. I didn't want to fight anymore. But then, out in the distance, I spotted a deployment of Shadow Legion moving through the fog, pushing a group of prisoners before them. It's not about me. It's about them. So I picked up my rifle, and I got to work. We've got to fight on. Not just because we're in the Vanguard, or Queen's Guard, or because we're heroes, or all that rot. Because it's what Amanda would have done. And that's good enough for me.
We've all died countless deaths. But we still only feel loss from the outside in. Holiday. She died doing what was necessary to protect the people of the city. She didn't do it out of obligation or circumstance. She knew it had to be done. And she believed in it to the end. She had one life. And she used it to save us. She set an example for us all. I don't know what else to say. Amanda. I would give my last life, if it would bring her back. I've begged before. It's a false hope. A lie. At every loss, the traveler is silent. Each path I take leads me to a grave. Cade. Sophia. Hakim. I failed them all. I love you, Amanda. I am so proud of you. Forgive me.
One cannot hear Zavala's words and remain unmoved. That man has borne suffering enough for many lifetimes. That is the price we pay for opening our hearts. And as the voice in the darkness extends its reach, we know only that few will finish this journey with us, for the path is long. As the nebulae whirl and billow above us, we remain. We endure. This is our privilege, our duty, and our curse. Take heart, Guardian. Know that we will endure together. Crow.
What do you want?
I wish to speak with you.
I don't have time for this. Or for you.
We've all lost someone dear to us.
If you mean me, you don't show it.
I wanted to, but I held my heart so closely that I smothered it. I don't want to see you do the same.
You don't know me. Stop talking like you do.
I know how we grieve. It is raw and violent. I know we believe that keeping others away from it will protect them. But we don't do it to protect them. We do it to protect ourselves. We do it because it is easy.
Nothing about this is easy. You didn't know her.
Then tell me who she was.
She was a sunrise.
Grieve its setting, but do not turn your grief to armor. Let us spare you through it.
I'll try.
I know you will.
The witness.
All right, that is a good place to end. I just want to get all that the funeral stuff over with. But yeah. God. I was curious about, like, you know, having to, like, Amanda and everything, but now that I know. And yeah, I mean, it's tough. No wonder we was spending so much time with that character. It's like you're laying on kind of thick. Had a feeling she might end up dying or something like that, but it's kind of crazy that they can be able to teleport and stuff like that. And it's like, do y'all got ghosts? Clearly, most of y'all don't. I mean, Mara Solve is different. She got like mystical means, and don't know about Mithrax or anything like that. But you'd think like the Traveler would, like, you know, I mean, clearly the Traveler makes new people into Guardians almost all the time. But is there like a, well, it's no rhyme or reason, but it's like, do you only go after people who long been dead, where they bodies are literally skeletons? Or, like, you know, can you, clearly you done it for a couple of villains, but it's like, or even if the Traveler gave Amanda a ghost and resurrected her, wouldn't that cheapen her death? Because I feel like that probably would cheapen her death a little bit. But part of me feels like, you know, just give her a ghost and bring her back. She is like a pretty good character. But imagine that's probably maybe like a potential plot lines, for a future story, but at the same time, it'll kind of cheapen the point of the story and deaths, because I know, like, certain characters like the Guardians are able to keep resurrecting, but if everybody can just to pop back up, then what's the point of when dealing with something like this plot line? It's like, it kind of cheapens it a bit, I guess. But anyway, that's it for today. I will see you guys next time. Probably Monday. I'll play something. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But I'll see you guys later. Take care. Have a great weekend. Peace.